Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to our Wartales series. Now this episode we're going to do a little bit something different. It's been a few weeks now since the newest community update came out, the 5th update, and I decided that I wanted to do kind of just like a recap of it, and kind of show some of the stuff in game. A lot of this stuff you can get on your own. I'll have the link down below to show where you can go to kind of just see all this stuff as well, but I just kind of wanted to go over it. Some of the stuff you can't visually see based on what they showed, or it's just a limited amount, so I'm just going to kind of go through and give a little bit of a more clear go through with it. With that being said, we have the first part of it, which is going to be the paths. So you have power and glory, trade and craftsmanship, crime and chaos, and then mysteries and wisdom. Now what's kind of cool with these is instead of just having the graph kind of like what it was before, it's kind of got like a little bit of a clearer UI. So forge 10 tier 1 weapons and armor. Now if you watched any of my series, you've obviously seen that I've done this, but this update came out while I was in the middle of my playthrough, so everything just transferred over. Now the highest level you could have of stuff before was level 5, so I had all my stuff so it just like put everything at there. Now it didn't count these, so I can kind of redo them, but then at the same time, like, I don't have the points. Now is it possible that I could be level 6? Maybe, but they've got these instead, and then of course they've obviously got some more stuff that's still coming soon. So anything that's kind of blank, they haven't updated it yet. So you craft 10 tier 1 weapons, you complete 5 missions, and another kind of cool thing is that once you finish these, you just click right here, where it's got this little bar. It'll have like a claim button. It'll give you points towards this, and then it restarts as well. So that's kind of cool. And then what's with that is, so I have 5 points with this, or 4 points I think it is actually. No, it is 5. And so what I can use these points for now is I can come over here and unlock some knowledge stuff with it. So instead of having to use all of these points that you have here, you can get some of them kind of here. So troop will eat 3 less, I'll get some more armor points, maximum valor increased by 1, so it kind of like gives more different options to things to kind of work with. Then we have the trade and craftsmanship here, right? The long distance running, so movement speed on roads increased by 20%, wages reduced by 10%, all these different things. You have crime and chaos. Suspicion meter depletes 10% faster. If the troop is wanted, we move 20% faster in forests, so on and so forth. And right here, see, I've got one that I can claim here, so I click, I get my one, and then it resets here. Or I don't think it was that one, I think it was Explorer here, sorry. But yeah, so it's just kind of like it changes up the UI. It's something new. I think it just makes the game just I don't think it's like a make or break thing where like adding this made the game completely better, like it's just the best thing that's ever been added. But I think it is just a nice clean thing to have that, I mean, I just think it benefits. I'm okay with anything like this that makes the game look more clear, because for a while the game was kind of clunky and a lot of stuff was pushed into one spot, and especially the knowledge points, there was a lot of stuff that you needed to learn, and it was very hard to get all the knowledge points. It wasn't until extreme late game that you were able to like actually start picking up on stuff. So hopefully this will help a little bit actually. Alright, and now one of the next big things that we can look at is all the different things that have been not necessarily just added to the camp, but you can actually upgrade stuff now. So one of the few things that's been added is the banner right here. So it represents your troop and pride, and you can assign any lieutenant there and they will carry the banner. So if I right click here, you get to like customize it a little bit, not a crazy amount, but it's pretty nice actually. But just between these 3 options here, there's countless things that you can have. And then you can use your influence here, which I myself, I've built up quite a bit of it. And so for example, until your next rest, your troop is willing to be encumbered in order to carry more. So we get 50 extra carrying capacity. So for 100 influence, if I have a bunch of loot and I want to trade it in that stuff, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to throw anything away, which I've definitely had to do in some of the videos. Usually it's just been like pointless stuff or whatever. Um, but you don't have to worry about that anymore, or you can get some more experience and so on and so forth. So it just like adds a little bit more customization and personalization to your troop, and lets you, like I said, just customize it a little bit more. The next thing is the hitching post. So you can assign ponies here, and it'll make it so they have 20 more carrying capacity. So as you can see, I've got a crazy amount of 343. Since I was able to get this hitching post, it's like almost doubled my carrying capacity. Well, I guess I did get a horse also. But between those two things, it like doubled my carrying capacity. And the crazy thing is too, is you can go here and you can kind of see, I can go here to the hitching post. If I get one more rope, I'll upgrade it. I could put another horse there. Work ponies assigned to the hitching post gain another extra 5 carrying capacity, and then battle ponies will get 10 more experience. So that's kind of one of the things too now with this update, is things can upgrade. So if I go over here to my knowledge points and I go to my workshop, I can look at different things. So I have my normal campfire, and then right here, if I upgrade my campfire, it generates an extra one, right? I have my normal tent, and I upgrade my tent, and I get another valor point, for every person that's in there. And then if I upgrade it again, it's going to increase it even more. The cooking pot reduces food consumption by 2. I upgraded it. Now it reduces it by 4, and I have a 15% chance for the food to be delicious. Then I can, upgrade it one more time when I get another knowledge point, and I can have it reduced by 6 and a 30% chance. And there's all these different things. You have it with the tent, the campfire, the workshops, the cooking pots, the medical, oh man, what are these called? I don't know, the healing beds, the training dummies, the meat drying rack, the leather drying rack, the lecterns, the strategy table. I don't even remember what these ones are. But there's, like, as you can see, like, there's this one here that goes up 3 tiers, this one here that goes up 3 tiers. The honey rack, I think this might be the thing for the prisoners actually, but you get my point. There's just all these different things that you can upgrade now, so when you're like me and you were hoarding up on all these resources, not really sure what to do with them, now you kind of can do stuff. It's just rope is kind of in abundance, and I've only got 5 ropes, so that's something that I gotta work with a little bit. It adds stuff here like the spare buckles, cancels movement penalty from armor, a needle. What is another? Is there another one here that there was? I can't remember what the other one was. Just like little things like that. So it's a lot of like kind of quality of life stuff, really. And just to like add more, again, customization and personalization to stuff here. So if I have, do I have one of my Nick, let's see. Let's I don't know if I can move it. Does it have to be a lieutenant? Yeah, it has to be the lieutenant here. So, if I go out of my camp here, oh, maybe we can see kind of that I've got my little banner right here that my guys can carry. So that's just something that's like really cool. Again, it's just like a lot of stuff that adds different kind of customization and makes it so you can personalize your group more, is what I feel a lot of this update has kind of been around so far. Alright, the next part of this update, I have the Wartales official community update video here pulled up, just because in the playthrough that I'm using, I'm kind of in the middle of some stuff right now at the time of making this, and I don't want to kind of stop what I'm all doing, run back to the town, show this, and then run back over and finish what I'm doing. And I kind of want to get this all done in one go, so I'm just going to have this open here. But right here you can see are going to be the trading ports. So as you can see right here, you have somebody that you can talk to, and you can travel to and from your different trading ports. There's going to be one in each region, so one in Tiltrin, one in Vertruse, one in Gothenburg, and so on and so forth. You also have a chest here that you can actually dump some of your items in if you are over encumbered, or you just, something you want to save for later, or whatever it might be. this chest here has been something that's been asked for the community for a really, really long time. People have been wanting to put something, or just have like a stash somewhere, because there is a lot of stuff that, you know, you could use late game or later in the game, or you just can't use right now, or you want to wait to use, or whatever it might be. And there hasn't really been anywhere to put it, reliably at least. So this is a really, really nice aspect here. The tent and the chairs here, if you click on the tent, it'll open up a panel that would be like if you're like selecting people like for an arena or something like that. All your people will pop up, and you get to choose up to 3 of them that you want to stay here. And basically, you just put your people here. You don't have to worry about them. You know, they're just relaxing, whatever it might be. So if you have too many people, or, you know, you don't want to worry about somebody for whatever reason, you know, you can put them here. One thing that's kind of cool about this is, as it states, it's a trading post, or trading port, I believe is actually the proper name of it. One thing that I found that's been very, very inconvenient was when you would take your spices and have to, you know, not even just in game time, it would take, you know, 15, 20 minutes, sometimes even longer, to just run the road, you know, going from Wartales down to Tiltron, you know, to trade some spices, right? And you only be able to trade a couple of them because how heavy they are and, you know, how much they cost. You only trade a couple of them, and then you bring the cotton or the wool or whatever it might be, and you run that back up, and, you know, now you've just wasted an hour of your time, and you probably have earned, like, realistically less than 1,000 gold. And on top of that, it's even probably a lot more because your troop probably had to rest and you had to feed them, so, like, it wasn't, you know, worth a crazy amount, right? And the IRL time that it took was pretty frustrating. But now you can just buy all those, go to your trading port, and then travel and sell them. Now, it still takes up in-game time, and, you know, if your people have to rest or something like that, you'll have to pay them for that and that as well. But it saves you a lot of time IRL, which is really, really important. The other thing too is these trading ports, they're not just automatically open. You have to find them in the towns. Which they're very, very easy to find. Like, it's not like they're hidden; they're just right there. But you are going to have to pay for them to start operating, and I think some of them are as little as like 500 gold. The one in Gothenburg that I have right now cost me 1,500. So I'm guessing that they probably start in like Tiltron at 500, and they go up by like intervals of 500 every area. So Tiltron was 500, Wartales might be 1,000, Gothenburg might be 1,500, Luton might be, I don't know if that's going to be 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever it is. But you have all those, so it is a little bit expensive, but the, again, quality of life, the convenience, all that stuff just really, really benefits it, and kind of just like really makes everything a lot easier overall. And guys, for the most part, that's pretty much it that this update has. Again, I just wanted to make just a quick video, kind of talk about stuff. Overall, I really do like the update. If you watched my playthroughs, you've seen that when I've encountered the stuff, I've been really excited about it, and you know, it's just something nice to see. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go make sure to check out that playthrough. We've got over 30 episodes in it so far, and I mean, we're just in Grunmere here. We're third area. We're like not even halfway done yet, so it's definitely something to check out. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I think there's more to the update, just some stuff that we have to find out, but we're not far enough yet to be able to actually check it all out. So there might have been a few little things here and there that I missed, but that's just something that, you know, we'll uncover when we get there. But like I was saying, I think it's a really, really good update. Let me know what you guys think about it, if there's something about the update that you like or something that you dislike, as well as I believe that there's going to be another update not too far down the road. I don't know anything for certain, so I'm not going to speculate, but I think there's supposed to be another pretty big update coming pretty soon, so that's going to be even more exciting to add on top of what we already have. But if you guys want to, I'll have a link in the description below that'll tell you all the details and stats and numbers about all the upgrades that are going to come from the tents and the cooking pots and the hitching posts and so on and so forth. So if you guys want to see a little bit more, if you just want it in front of you instead of just taking my word for it, you guys will be able to click on that and check that out. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I appreciate everybody for just checking it out and just listening to me talk about the update here. And once again, I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the main playthrough.